Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Wisconsin Badgers offense will get first crack at it today. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. It's Edwards. Finds the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
Caught over the middle. It's Anthony. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
They'll move the wide receiver. They go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Big-time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And you could tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
They might want to find a way to put it in drive and go forward. It's 3rd and 16. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Badgers will punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Gets the back moving. They'll toss it to the left. Oh, he's got some space. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. The give to the tailback.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Looking for the edge on the jet sweep. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see some of these jet sweeps, and they were ready that time. Great job communicating before the snap. Everybody had their eyes in the right place, and they're able to tackle the receiver for a loss.
Jones to throw. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Finding open areas. Got the first down and more.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up when we've talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together 100 yards. Last week, put some stats up, get a bunch of touchdowns, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got room to work. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one.
Great job by the quarterback there, knowing where his answer is against the blitz. He finds his dump-off throw to the running back, and he does the rest, picking up the first.
Past the sticks, and he may get more. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here today in a game where a lot of Heisman Trophy voters, they're watching this one.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll send the back in motion. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Sends it back in motion. They'll try the toss to the left. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option.
Looking for the end zone. And he stomps his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
It looks like the offense just had the defense confused on that option play. Nobody accounting for the pitch man. The running back able to walk in.
And he makes the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. Gonna run it. It's Dupree. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Fires to the big fella. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
To the air. It's Edwards. Throws for the tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Mason. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. A first down for the offense. The give to the back. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Wants to fire on second down. Quickly complete. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Badgers will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Offense with jumbo personnel. Here's the handoff. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll give it to the back. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He'll ride his man on the option. Gives it on the option. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Jones wants to throw it. Look out, he's got room. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field, and don't worry, they're going to go.
Breaks into the open. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Motion from the back. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hardy. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Might be calling a hot route. They'll toss it to the left. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hardy. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Use the play fake. Now to throw. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Off the play fake. He's going to take off. Jumped on top of the pile. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Jones to throw. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what a pleasure it's been to watch these two teams thus far there in Birmingham. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. They start this 3rd quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad...
Turning it on! They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Complete to the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Creates a little space. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Give him 105 yards rushing in this game, and he's almost certain to reach the 1,500-yard mark for the season.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy, and this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, you got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this season.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now on 2nd and goal. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Hard-hitting tackle.
Yeah, and this is an interesting decision, right? You've got a good lead, a solid lead. A field goal now puts you up by more than a touchdown, which is a great place to be. Or do you want to stay ultra aggressive, go for the gusto, and go for the touchdown?
Jones wants to throw it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. And the Badgers buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. On the move. Very useful run there to get away from the goal line. He'll pick up 4 out to the 6.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Let's see what they do on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the third down pass is incomplete.
Man, that was a drive to forget right there. Like, they wanted to create some space, get out of their own end zone, and maybe flip the field, but that offense got nothing going, and they're going to have to punt from their own end zone.
A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the option. He'll toss it. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little gain because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. To the ground. He's got it again. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Final play of the quarter coming.
Here we go.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The offense changing the play. They'll send the back in motion. And they're able to get him down, but not before he gets to the 2.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting...
And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Badgers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run play action. Plucks it out of the air. And the Badgers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Edwards. Got it in the middle, it's Dupree. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs.
42 Spider. 4-2.
From the gun, running back gets to give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Snagged in the middle, it's Dupree. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. The throw. Catch in the middle. It's Dupree. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
He wants to throw it again. Dumps it to the back. Caught close to the marker, it's Dupree. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Throws to the back. They're working that left side. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Back to throw, it's Edwards. Here comes the heat. Made a defender miss. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
And this offense has got to keep pumping it out. Nice job. You get the first down. Nice scramble by this QB, but you're going to put the ball in his hands over and over and over again. You got to score multiple.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. And now the offense will come onto the field again. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
Man, they got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Sends it back in motion. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away. Rides the back and leaves it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Jones to throw. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Oh, look out, the ball's free. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover.
Well, the bad news on that play is they did not get the 1st down. The good news, though, luckily, the fumble went out of bounds, so they maintained possession, because that could have been disastrous for the offense.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
How about that 4th down? I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the 1st down, and now Palmer just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yep. Listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're running it. The opponent knows you're running it there on 4th down. There's just nothing they can do.
Unloads it downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some 1st downs and some passing yards, because everything's been difficult today.
Quick toss. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Pickup of 6. 3rd down coming up.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout by the offense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Oh, he's got a chance. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.